Welcome to GDs, and this is Queen of South Season 3. Last season ended with Camilla being exonerated from the US and Teresa finally getting her independence. We start this season with Teresa establishing herself in the European market and is presently based in Malta. Teresa is planning to meet a cryptocurrency banker who can help her clean and convert her cash. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Camila has been elected the new governor, and Colonel Cortez is now the general. Whereas Isabella is getting engaged to Kiki, Boaz's son. Camila, getting to know Teresa's presence in Malta, sends a sicario to take her out. But Teresa manages to get away with help from James. Not sure about James' loyalty and why he has returned, Teresa is a bit cautious in trusting him. James lets her know he has been working with Devin for past few months and he parted ways because he couldn't execute someone Devin wanted. And James wants to partner up with Teresa, as Teresa always wanted to do business a better way. But Teresa lets him know he can work for her, but they won't be partners. Teresa gets in touch with the banker who shows her his operations. Teresa is impressed and decides to put in $20 million with him. But as she closes her dealing with the banker, she gets to know that he has been trafficking girls. And this ticks her off, and she wants to rescue them. Teresa, with King George, Pota and James by her side, decide to rescue the girls and get her money out from the banker. They decide to hit both the places simultaneously. They manage to make it out just in time. But this made Teresa lose her safe haven in Europe, and they are back on the US soil, and this time in state of Arizona, with James arranging a safe house and some of his old men to join with Teresa. Arizona's drug trade is governed by 5 crime bosses, and they form the commission, and no one can do business in Arizona without their consent. Teresa gets a sit down with them and lets them know that her intentions are not to disturb their business, and she will be supplying out of Arizona, and she is ready to chip in her share to the commission for a seat at the table. They are a bit apprehensive, so Teresa offers them to take care of a local corrupt sheriff. Teresa goes after the sheriff. First, they plan to destroy his reputation by leaking a barbaric video, but things go sideways, and in order to save Teresa, James has to take out sheriff, but he survives and is in a coma. But this effectively gets him off the street, and Teresa can now set up shop in Arizona. Teresa buys a winery with Callian being the front of the house. Teresa is going ultra smart with her business, with setting up dark web for sales, converting coke into champagne, cutting out the middleman and delivering straight to the customers. As the operations is running smoothly, it is when Devin shows up. He wants Teresa to introduce him to El Santo and tortures Callian as leverage. Teresa gives him an emergency contact which El Santo provided, but it turned out to be a payphone and Devin is not convinced. It is when James shows up and offers to give himself in exchange for Teresa, but Teresa is not letting him go and saves the day as Little T has found Devin's mom and Teresa uses her as leverage. This forces Devin to leave, and we learn that Devin is an asset of the CIA. With James opening up and offering to give himself up, Teresa and James get closer, and they make out for the first time. Just before, Teresa is grabbed by Pecca's men from the commission. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Camila wants to take over the drug business, but as Epifanio sold the business to Boaz, there is nothing Camila can do for now. General has been helping to transport the shipment for Boaz, but they are getting intercepted by the DEA. Camila approaches the Colombians and lets them know that Boaz is not doing well in terms of protecting their interests. But the niece of Ronaldo shuts Camila down and lets her know that they are happy with the present situation, and if she moves on Boaz without their consent, she will cut off the supply. So Camila comes up with a long con, and the general approaches Boaz and asks if he can be in a side gig with him, and they can ship heroin with the current shipment, and it will be a secret between them. Boaz agrees and they start the shipment. Unfortunately, this shipment also gets busted, and Colombians get to know about the heroine. So Camila approaches them again, but they let her know the answer is still no, and Boaz has been instructed by the Colombians to find the rat in his organization. Little did Boaz know that it was Camila leaking the details to the DEA herself. General shows Boaz the picture of Camila with the DEA and lets him know that Camila is the rat. Boaz sent his Sicario to take her out, but it was all a long con, and his Sicario attacked a decoy. Camila now has a good enough reason to go after Boaz, and she gets the consent from the Colombians. In order to survive, Boa goes into hiding, and Camila takes control of the business. Camila also calls off Kiki and Isabella's wedding. Pekka hands over Teresa to Camila, and she brings her to Guerrero, who was captured at the end of last season, and this is why he never made it to the boat. Camila wants to give Guerrero a slow death and wants Teresa to live through it, but Guerrero and Teresa are able to make it out, and James and Pota come to her rescue, but Guerrero was not able to live through it. Teresa, back in Phoenix, decides that she is done with running, and if Camila wants a war, she will give her a war. But for now, they have to deal with the commission, as Pekka is the one who betrayed her. Teresa goes to Taza, one of commission's member who controls the border, and asks him to partner up, and offers him more cut and higher profits. After some convincing, he is ready. They decide to block one of Camila's shipment and push in their Bolivian product. But the sheriff is now out of coma and is in Pekka's pocket, and they try to stop Teresa, but Teresa makes it anyway. Teresa sends Pekka a peace offering and wants him to be her partner, but Pekka rejects the offer and carves up Little T. At the same time, King George is caught by General, who tortures him as well as his men. Teresa, left with no choice, decides to take out the commission. First, they bribe the sheriff to be on their side, and they go after the commission, taking out 3 of its members in a nightclub, and Mayo lowering Pekka to a parking lot. After they are done with commission, Teresa also lets the sheriff go and leaks his video. Just as they are finished dealing with the commission, Teresa gets a call to join El Santo alone. When she reaches the conclave, all of El Santo's distributors from around the world are present, and he has asked them to be there as someone has betrayed him, which led to the destruction of his manufacturing unit, along with all of his men. El Santo wants the traitor to be found, but before he can do so, the complex is bombed. Teresa and El Santo barely survive, and Teresa finds out that her necklace has a tracking chip which was used to bomb the place. As she returns, Teresa lets Pota know what went down, and they suspect James to be the mole. They try to confirm it, but it turns out it was in fact Kellyanne who switched the necklace and tried to frame James for the same, and it is Devin who has been pushing her to do so. With her betrayal, it's time for her to go, and James does the needful. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Camila, on the hunt for Boaz, asks his general to kidnap Kiki so they can force Boaz out, but he goes off script and ends up killing Kiki. General, in order to take the business, decides to use Camila's clipped recording and turn Isabella against her. As Camila gets to know this, she tries to take out the general, but fails, and Isabella has also turned against her. So now she is on the run, as she has been framed for killing of Kiki. On the run, Camila reaches out to James and wants to meet with Teresa, and offers Teresa an introduction to her Colombian suppliers. In exchange, she wants Teresa to save her daughter and kill the general. Ronaldo agrees to be a supplier, but only if Teresa can assure that no harm will come to Camila. Teresa, having no supplier since El Santo went down, agrees to the terms. Camila lets them know about King George. Teresa partners up with Boaz, reaches out to the general, and decides for a prisoner exchange, and Teresa gives up Camila for King George. but she lets him know that if anything happens to Camila, they both will lose their supply from the Colombians. After the exchange, Teresa receives her first shipment. It is when Colombian shows up and warns Teresa about General's intentions to take her out. And the General has already rigged the supply and tries to blow Teresa up, but Teresa survives. And they have been tracking the General with a chip planted with Camila, and Teresa orders James to go after the General. They capture the General, but he has sent Camila and Isabella to the Colombians before that. Isabella and Camila have mended fences, and Camila sends Isabella away with the Colombians. Castiel brings Camila to Teresa, and Camila thinks Colombians are by her side. Little did she know that Castiel is impressed with Teresa's way of doing business and is not interested in her, and it's Camila who is all alone. Teresa tells Camila that she will now live in exile and lets her know that if she ever comes after her again, it's her daughter who will pay the price. Teresa now owns the entire Phoenix corridor, from smuggling to distribution, all the way till Sinaloa. And with things finally settling down, James decides to leave. Season 3 ends with we getting to know that James left in order to protect Teresa. He made a deal with Devin, and it's revealed that Castiel is also a CIA asset, and they wanted Alessandro out to kill the Colombian competition.